you know that Chris Brown's Don't Judge Me music video isn't just a flashy sci-fi suicide mission blockbuster? It's built like a cinematic plea for redemption, sacrifice, and survival under public scrutiny. While everyone focuses on the massive alien ship and the high-tech military gear, the real story is hidden in the metaphors and in the messy reality of 2012, when Chris was caught in a massive, public tug-of-war between Rihanna and Karrueche Tran. The lyrics land like a diary entry to the entire rumor mill. When he sings, you're hearing rumors about me. And I won't deny what they saying because most of it is true. He's directly addressing the headlines, the photos, and the court of public opinion. Take me as I am, not who I was, becomes the core of the triangle problem. It's a plea to Karrueche to look past his past mistakes, but it's also a message to fans who couldn't move on from the 2009 incident with Rihanna. In other words, he's asking not for the absence of judgment, but for a chance to be seen as the version of himself he's trying to become. The video supports that confession scene by scene. It opens with Chris Brown waking up alone in a barren desert, a visual social desert that captures the isolation he felt after years of public scandals and judgment. He isn't wandering for thrills. He's on a lonely, end-of-the-road journey toward forgiveness and reinvention. Even the repeated waking up motif frames the narrative like an emergence from a dark chapter into a new one, like he's trying to reset his identity before the damage becomes irreversible. As the narrative escalates, the central suicide mission comes into focus. Chris, as a Special Forces member, is tasked with destroying an alien threat that endangers Earth. Symbolically, it's a total sacrifice of his old self and public image, proof, at any cost, that he can still protect what he cares about and re-earn his place in the world. That tension between private vulnerability and public accountability is sharpened through the female lead, who functions as both the sleeping partner left behind and the reporter who questions him at the military base, someone who knows him personally, yet also represents the media's relentless, "Why are you doing this?" scrutiny.
I know it's just last minute. People are saying it's a suicide mission. Why are you doing this?
Judgment becomes an unstoppable force hanging over everything, like the looming alien threat in the sky. Bigger than him, relentless, and always ready to overwhelm the moment he tries to breathe. Then comes the climax, incineration and rebirth. When Chris finally launches into the heart of the ship and crashes into it, the sacrifice isn't framed as heroic in a clean, uncomplicated way. It's portrayed as burning away his past mistakes so that a better version of him can be remembered. The incineration becomes the ritual. Destroy the version of himself the world can't stop judging, so his future can survive. Even his fashion, wearing black pyramid gear throughout the mission, reads like self-ownership, a quiet insistence that he's rebuilding his identity on his own terms, not letting the narrative be written entirely by others. And when he leaves the woman on the couch, the symbolism lands hard. He's walking away from the guilt of hurting both women to face his demons alone, telling them, and everyone watching, that it's going to get ugly before it gets beautiful. Additionally, as the video opens, glowing blue lines, or stress lines, pulse beneath Chris Brown's skin like electric veins, wringing out the frantic weight of guilt and past mistakes, until they shift into a supernatural resolve as he transforms pain into purpose for a suicide mission. The tension tightens as the glow reaches its peak when he's strapped into the spacecraft, as if those blue scars must burn through him to save the world and his soul, before the light finally disappears in the ship's explosion. In Don't Judge Me, that resolve takes shape inside a desert spiritual purgatory, an empty, inescapable space where no one can hide from the truth of his past, stripped of fame and distraction like a reset button. The mission then escalates into a life or death battlefield, turning inner conflict into raw survival. Finally, the military gear seals the transformation from private shame to public sacrifice. His tactical armor becomes an armor of responsibility, a disciplined uniform for facing consequences rather than avoiding them, ending with him incinerated to destroy the catastrophic threat, granting the clean slate he's chasing, keeping the woman left behind safe, and underscoring the real human cost of redemption with tears that land before he vanishes. Ultimately, the video plays like a haunting visual confession. Judge me if you must, but understand he's choosing a one-way path, leaving isolation behind, sacrificing ego, and asking to be seen again for the person he's becoming, not just the reputation he used to carry. If this breakdown changed how you see Don't Judge Me, hit that like button to help other fans find the truth. Want more hidden symbolism deep dives? Subscribe and join the circle. Don't forget to hit the bell. We're just getting started.